Sometimes I ask myself the same question, why did I choose La Salette, you know? But when I look back at my background and my family upbringing and schooling when I was very young, I always felt as though I wanted to be a priest at a very young age. And so at 13, the pastor asked me what I would like to be, and I said, I'd like to be a priest. And he said, okay, you'll have to go to Canada to study. I said, oh, I'll never do that. I never left home to begin with. So he said, well, I'll bring you to a place. He said, I think you'll like it. And he brought me to Enfield, New Hampshire, where the minor seminary was. And so I went, not knowing much about La Salette at all. But basically, I did my high school, but as a seminarian, you know. I think he probably thought I would end up being a diocesan priest at some point, but I became more aware of what the meaning of La Salette is all about, Mary's apparition and so forth. And I would hear the priest across the street at the shrine singing loud and clear, 3 cheers for our Blessed Mother. I found that very funny, you know, but could hear it, you know, and I said, well, he's convinced of this. And so surely, you know, slow but surely, basically I get to know the priest. It became basically my family, older brothers and so forth, or parents. And I went on to, you know, to the college that they offered, and that was the only place to go, was to be able to become a member of the La Salette community because of the spirit, you know, that I found there, and I felt I belonged and that I was a part of them. You know, when I look back, I always had a devotion to our Blessed Mother, you know, and when I was very young, it was to the Immaculate Conception in church. After serving Mass and so forth, I might have dropped by with the wrong intention, saying, Mary, you better help me in this next test. And that was maybe the only times that I would, you know, have that prayer to her. But slowly but surely, as I got to know the La Salette message and the call to conversion and repentance, and those two started to really I took to heart, and I saw that there was a great need for that in the world, in the church, and in God's people. And so I decided to answer that call that I see now, is that she really wanted me here in this particular community because of, you know, even the need now of so much reconciliation and so many levels. The message is true to this very day, and it's easy enough to be able to be a part of that and to preach about it, and that's what I love most. And I guess it's because she wanted me there, in that community, in this community of La Salette.